Hello, everyone. Hi, it is Linda Dolke here. Thank you for joining me at this Sunday night little event that we do. It's not really, I don't like to think of it as an event. Event sounds too grand, doesn't it? But it is still, it's something special that we do every Sunday night and every Friday night and every Tuesday afternoon and sometimes other times as well. Lots and lots of times I let you guys all get together and we all chat together and craft. So if you are a crafter, if you've never tried paper crafting, I would say give it a go. It is a lot of fun. There's less commitment than fabric, even though fabric is a wonderful medium. The problem is if you mess up fabric, it can be very bad. If you mess up paper, it's not that big a deal. You just, number one, paper has two sides. If you stamp it wrong on one side, you just turn it over. If you mess up the paper, it's not that hard to get another piece of paper, right? So I think it's a very forgiving craft, and it's a great place for people to discover their creativity because everyone has some. You all have some. That is my honest, true belief. And I think everyone can do this, and it's a lot of fun. And then we get to talk about it as well, which is why we're here, right, on the Sunday night. I am just scrolling through. Have I missed anything important? There's a lot of comments to go back to. I'm going to have to go back and catch up. You guys have been chatting for an hour or more. Wow. It is lovely having Monique with us from Europe, from the Netherlands, because Monique, obviously English is not your first language, but it's great. Your take on things is really, really welcome. And I love seeing how everyone picks up new words and you pick up new words and we all learn stuff from each other. So that's pretty cool. So yes, Monique speaks Dutch. That is correct. I'm going to have to go back and read. What did I miss? Can someone give me the quick summary in like 10 words or less? What's going on, guys? Too many comments for me to go through and actually catch up. Oh, my goodness. Poetic banter. Thank you, Nicole. That's a good summary. Okay, I'll have to go back and read it when I'm done. Oh, I'm glad you like to be here, Monique. That's awesome. We love having you with us. All right. Hello, everyone. Because there's so much chatter here already, I'm not going to be able to say hello to everyone individually. My apologies. But I can see just on the last few comments, we've got Donna. Oh, we've got two Donnas, Donna Ricardo and Donna Dembinski. We have Rose. Hello, Cherie. Monique is here. Marilyn is here. Nicole is here. Glenda is here. Maria is here. And Suzanne. And that's just on the last page. And there's like 10 pages before that. So, oh, did I see you have a new cat, Donna? How cool is that? That's such a nice story. I'm so glad when people go and give a rescue cat a second go and a beautiful place to spend the rest of their lives. What do they call it? Their forever home. Forever home, right? and we love that. Abby, that is when did you get her? When did you get her, Donna? That's so exciting. Both of our cats are rescue cats. Merlot came to us from a friend, but before that he was a RSPCA cat from a shelter. And then Crumpet came from the pound. But he was a tiny baby when we got him. He was not even 8 weeks old. So probably a little bit early, actually, to be let go. But we didn't know that then. Good morning, Deborah from Ohio. Nice to have you with us. All right, let's get going. I did promise tonight we were going to work with the country birdhouse stuff. So I'm going to I've got all that pulled out and ready to go. So I'm going to switch over to the desk and let's have a bit of a look at it. All right, here we go. So the country wood stuff that we're going to play with tonight is on page 50 and 51. And I think this is a really beautiful suite. This is the suite that I chose to do my swaps with. And if you're interested to see my Mexico swaps, I did a video all about that while I was away. It was towards the end of, actually, I think it was maybe the first weekend in May, I think is when it was. It was a Friday night video. So, and I chose to do it in new colors. I did it in white and shy shamrock, that beautiful green. You all know the green I'm talking about, I think. Do I have any of that here? I have Summer Splash in abundance. But anyway, this color is shy shamrock. That's shy shamrock paper, this one here. So, so yeah, we're going to play with this tonight. And I thought I'll do different colors than what I did last time. So this is the Country Birdhouse bundle. Now, before I go too far, this month we have a bundle special, but it doesn't start until the 5th. Now, today's the 2nd, so that's only 3 days away. So Wednesday is when it goes live. Is that right? Yes. Wednesday the 5th is the day that this suite, the bundles, including this one, will be available. There are 2 bundles in this suite. There's the Country Birdhouse bundle and the Country Flowers bundle. I actually haven't got the Country Flowers bundle. I didn't buy the entire suite. I just bought the bits that I was super excited about, which was the birdhouse. I have a bit of a thing for birdhouses, so that is partly why. And then I do have, however, both the papers. So there's this one, which has got all these lovely wooden, I'll show it to you in a moment. This is called the Country Woods paper. And in fact, the whole suite takes its name from this paper. This paper is beautiful. And if you're looking for a good paper to do masculine designs as well as all textured kind of looks, this is fantastic paper. The other one is called Country Lace, and it's got a different, hopefully you can see them, a different lacier pattern. I do have both of these, and I'll show them to you. And then also there's these guys. Now, I got these out ready. These are the Smoky Slate and Basic Grey Pearls. How nice are these? So they're really kind of smoky shiny, really, really pretty. Okay, the Basic Grey are the darker ones, the Smoky Slate are the lighter ones. That's these. Then there's this embossing folder, which is the Eyelet embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder. On Friday night, I couldn't find my specialty plate. Here it is. It was, would you believe, where it should have been all along, and somehow it was like it was right in front of me and I couldn't see it. Who else does that? Because that's the story of my life, things right in front of me and I can't see them. And then there's also this petal pink and white striped ribbon. What's it called? It's called the Diagonal Trim, Petal Pink and White Diagonal Trim Combo Pack. I don't have that paper yet, but that's okay. There's nothing we can't do with that gorgeous striped trim that I've been using on just about everything lately, and we might use that, or we might use the white sheer ribbon with the silver edging. Both of those would look really nice. So we'll probably pick one of those out. All right, so I think I would like to use this, but we'll have a bit of a play, and I'm going to let you guys help direct me on the on which ones to use. All right, here's the Country Lace paper. All right, so it's really nice. So this is a Smoky Slate design. Look how nice these look together. Don't they look good together? And so we've got some different colors in here. There's Basic Beige on the back of that one. Misty Moonlight makes an appearance. Petal Pink is in here. They're really, really simple but very nice. And you can see why they're called Country Lace, because they've got kind of a lacy design. This is Basic Beige again. And Smoky Slate on the back. What else? More Misty Moonlight, like this one. Basic Beige on these ones. This is really nice if you wanted to, like, for a background. It's kind of a little, I really do like this, and I think it goes with lots of things. It's light, but it's a really nice design. And on the back of that, you've got some more Smoky Slate. Actually, this one might be basic grey, because it looks a bit darker, doesn't it, than the little bit darker. I don't know. Hard to tell. But anyway, you can see what those are like. Then this is the Country Woods one. Now, I've got a pack of open and a brand new pack. I'm not going to open the brand new pack tonight. I'm just thinking there might be bits of this that I can't show you because I think I used it all up for my swaps. But you can see this is lots and lots of different wooden and sort of distressed painted designs, like paint peeling, which I rather like. It's kind of rustic looking, and I don't mind that. So this is on the back of that one. That one reminds me of Laminex. Who remembers Laminex? I remember my dad and my mum having Laminex samples on a hook. Who remembers that? I know, it's just a really sweet. It is a really pretty sweet, Deborah. It's just lovely. What did Nicole say? That she nailed it? Broderie Anglaise. Yes, that is like that. Yes, I did have a man look. I can't say that around here because my husband is actually also known as the finder of things. He's really good at finding things, and he takes a personal affront to me saying having a man look, because he actually does better at that sort of thing than I do. So I can't say that around here. This paper I really, really love. I've used this a couple of times. You might have seen me use it before. It really, I mean, apart from the fact that it's completely flat, it looks like it would have texture, doesn't it? Doesn't it look great? And the back of that one. This is probably my favorite paper in the whole pack, but I haven't used it yet. Maybe we'll use it tonight. We'll see. All right. So then we also have, that one's another Laminex looking one to me. This one I love, with the real paint peeling off. And I'm thinking this is probably Pool Party. What color is Pool Party in this? Yes, it is Pool Party. So colors in the paper are basic beige, basic grey, crumb cake, early espresso, grey granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, petal pink, Pool Party, smoky slate, and wild wheat. Okay, they're all the colors in here. A lot of neutrals. Okay, so that makes it really, really great for pattern mixing. And like, this is one of the papers I haven't showed you yet. This one here. Oh no, I did show you that one. That was one I showed you early. The one that I didn't show you is the one that I've actually got. Where is it? Of course, now I won't be able to find it. This one right here. I actually cut. This is one of the birdhouses I had left over from when I made my swaps. And you can see on the back, it's got like this rustic paper. All right, so super, super nice. And I used these for my birdhouses, this side here, the white with the like the distressed kind of a look. And then I made the ledge of the birdhouse out of this side. So that's how I kind of put those together. But super nice. Just about everything you combine with these is going to look good. Okay. Oh, I know. That's a really common complaint, Nicole, when husbands do that. Yes, I do remember that. Oh, you got that. Oh, you got that for your birthday. Fantastic, Roz. What a great thing to get. It's just beautiful. Okay, on the 5th, so everybody knows this, we have a couple of things coming your way. First of all, 10% off bundles. Now, bundles already are 10% off. So that means you're actually going to be getting 20% off bundles. So that makes them a really good deal. So a bundle is anything that it says the word bundle. Okay. Let me quickly go back. The reason that it needs to say the word bundle is there are some things that look like they would go together, but they're not actually bundled. So, for example, the layering leaves stamp set has a matching punch, but they're not a bundle. They are separate purchases. So those will not be marked down. But things that actually use the word bundle in the title are going to be marked down 10%. As you can see, there's already a 10% here. Well, you can't see it because of where the light is, but it says 10% off, okay? But from the 5th of June, for the rest of the month, it will be a further 10% off. So that means it'll be 20% off the price that it would normally have been if it wasn't bundled together. So as a bundle, you'll be able to get 10% further off those, which I think is really cool. The other thing that's going to be 10% off, and it's definitely worth saying this in case anyone is in the market for one, where are they? Oh, I won't know where to find it, at the back somewhere, is our cut and emboss machines. All right, now the cut and emboss machines, where are they? Page 56. There we go. Not where I was thinking it would be at all. I'm still learning my way around the catalogue, guys, so you have to be patient with me. All right, our cut and emboss machines, both the big one and the mini, okay, are also going to be 10% off. So if you've been in the market for one of these and looking forward to a good chance to buy one, this month would be that month, okay? So just bear that in mind. I think that's definitely worth keeping in mind if you are looking for a cut and emboss machine. Still, I absolutely love mine. I have both. Which one do I use the most? My honest answer to that is the larger one, mainly because I do a huge amount of cutting, you might imagine, this being my business. And all of my cutting I do with my cut and emboss machine, my big one, okay? The mini one I find more useful for other things, such as if I'm traveling, I want to take a lighter, more portable version. This one is a fraction of the weight. And it also, yes, there you go, Nicole. That's a good point, right? It's a great way to get your quarters if you know that you're going to get some savings off bundles and things that you're after. And to be honest, the catalogue is still pretty new. So the fact that they're discounting the bundles this early in the catalogue, I think that's fantastic. it really gives us a good chance to get our hands on a lot of the bundles that we've been sort of holding out for. So I've got a couple still that I want to get. I saw something done beautifully with the Thoughtful Journey bundle, and I've got the papers and other bits and pieces already. Where are they? Thoughtful Journey. I think that's here. It is. Okay, I've got these. The Thoughtful Designs papers. I've got the Thoughtful Journey DSP, and I've also got the pearls, but I don't have the bundle. Guess what I'll be getting after the 5th of June? Definitely. So you don't think you'll get the use out of it, Kelly? You mean our country birdhouse one? Is that what we're talking about? I just have a thing for birdhouses. I love them. All right. So the question is, are we going to do a bright card? I'm going to get you girls to do the choosing tonight. Are we going to go with a bright card, or are we going to go with a more neutral card and maybe some pops color? Which would you think? While you guys are deciding that, I'm going to make my decision about, first of all, I'll cut my base cardstock while you make that choice. And then we're going to go from there. I'm going to let you guys make the choices. I'm looking for, here we go. I've got some paper here. Oh, that reminds me too. I have posted one of the cards that we made from Friday night, but I haven't posted the second one. They turned out so nice. I was really, really happy. That was the sketch that we did on Friday night. For anyone who hasn't watched that, go back and have a look. I've decided that sketches are such a great way to get motivated and to come up with designs that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. I think it's fantastic. So I've posted one of them today, but yeah, the other one probably the other one tomorrow. All right, so what's everyone going? Suzanne said rustic, but let me see who was the first. Bright. Leslie said bright, and then Glenda said bright. Okay, bright it is. I'm going to start with my basic white, and then we'll get going from there. So because we're going to go bright, I have been thinking maybe I would do, you know, the stripy one, this one. I was thinking I might have picked those colors, but this paper is a little bit neutral. So unless I pick out, I mean, I could, because there's Pool Party in here, but I could put Summer Splash in there, and that's going to come in here with these. So we could do that if I decide to make my birdhouse out of this, okay? If I decide to go with the birdhouse that I already have, I could go with bright backgrounds and flowers. So maybe we do that, all right? So because we're going to go bright, so let's not use that paper, and I'm going to use my bone folder and fold that over. All right, so we're going to end up with this. So let's go with some really bright colors. And I'm just going to go and have a little look. Yes, it seems to be sorted out. Thank you so much, Sheila. I still haven't printed anything, but I haven't needed to yet. So apart from the printing that I didn't get done on Friday night. So yeah, we'll have a think about that. What's happened, Margaret? Everyone's saying thanks. Oh, Margaret, you're not feeling well? I hope you're okay. I'm sorry I missed your comment. I'm sorry you had a bit of pain. That's no good at all. I hope you're feeling better this week. I really do. All right. So if we're going to go with bright colors, there's a few options. I'm thinking maybe we have a background piece. Maybe we are going to go start with some Summer Splash. Let me see. I've got myself some paper here. And I'm going to go, this is going to be my card front size. So it's 14.3 and it's 10 centimeters wide. So this 10 centimeters is 4 inches roughly. So for those of you who are using letter size cardstock, it would be 4 by 5 1/4. All right, would be your front piece. And if we're going to have this on here, now I'm thinking of using my eyelet one because it's part of the same suite. So let's emboss this piece and make it a beautiful embossed design in the background. Everyone's saying bright, so bright it is. The other thing you can do with bright is you can have a white background. Oh, maybe I will. You know what? Now I've decided, I'm making my mind up as I go. This might be my mat. This is going to be my mat. And then I'm going to have a white piece on top of that. And my white piece is going to be 9.5. So it's going to be 0.5 centimeter smaller on each side. If you're using letter cardstock, it will be 1/4 inch smaller on each side. I'm going to... So literally I'm making this up as I go, because that's what we do around here, right? Right, so this piece, yep, this piece is going to go in the center. We are going to go with, we're going to have some, maybe I'll go with the dark color. No, we want to go bright. So I'm going to go bright flowers. We'll keep our colors otherwise light. And I'm going to emboss with the eyelet die. Sorry, eyelet embossing folder. We're going to emboss that. All right, so let me grab my machine and I'll show you the sandwich for that. So let's bring the machine in. Like I said, if you love these machines, they're going to be on special from the 5th of June. So what you do to make this sandwich, the sandwich is the order that we put the things through, and it depends on the thickness of what we're using. In this case, we're using a 3D embossing folder, which is pretty thick. All right, it's thicker than most. So we take all of our other pieces off and we just have our base platform. The base platform is number 1. I'm going to pop that on, pop my embossing folder with my paper inside, and then I put my specialty plate, number 4, on top of that. That's the only sandwich I need to worry about, just 1 and 4 and my embossing folder in between. It's actually very easy. It's a nice, simple folder. And then when I take this off, you'll see that my paper is now embossed beautifully. Isn't this gorgeous? It's such a nice design. All right, I'm going to put that to one side and we'll get rid of... We're going to need it again in a little bit, so we're not going to put it too. We're not going to have it too far away. But next time I'm going to be using different parts for my sandwich, because next time I won't be embossing. All right, so this one is going to go. Let's have this on here, like so. Summer Splash is probably my new favorite in color. I do like all of them, but I particularly like this Summer Splash. I think Summer Splash is absolutely gorgeous. It's got just a little bit of a bluey tone, like an aqua, and it's gorgeous. It is a bit like the tin plate ceilings. I know, kind of like that. Very, very pretty. All right, let's have that right there in the center. Right, so this now, there's not a lot of, what's the word, contrast, which makes this stand out. But we're going to be adding a number of things to it, which will make it stand out. So I'm not worried about that. That's going to be completely fine. Let's grab, let me see. I've got my Country Birdhouse stamp set. And then I've got my Country Birdhouse dies. Like I said, this one's left over. I already had that one cut, so it's a little bit sneaky. I'm cheating a little bit. All right, so you can see we've got a number of pieces here that form the roof. And I think for this, it would be good to have some contrasting colors. It's actually right now what I'm thinking of is similar to what I did with my swap. So I hope no one's going to mind about that. This is like a little scallopy edge that's going to go on the edge of your roof, which looks really, really cool. And then if you wanted another piece, there's like a third piece that comes in here, like a separator piece. But when I did my pieces for my swap, I didn't worry about that. Okay, so I'm thinking today I might not worry about it either. And I'm thinking I will do what I said and use the Shy Shamrock. Let me see if I have some handy. Look at that. I do. So Shy Shamrock also looks really good with the Summer Splash, but you can see it's a little bit darker, a little bit more green. So I'm actually going to cut my roof with that. And we'll just cut that there in the corner. I'm not even going to bring the machine back in because you guys know what it is I'm doing. And I'm just going to pop that through and we're going to cut that shape from the Shy Shamrock piece. And this is just for the roof. So this one here would be the roof. And you can see how this is going to look when we pop it on our house. It's so nice. So I'm actually thinking to get a bit more drama on here, maybe we do use this piece. I wonder what this piece would look like if I added that in black. It might give us a little bit more contrast. So maybe I will do that. Give me 1 second and I'll grab a piece of black and run that through. Bit of black. Here we go. And this is just a little tiny piece that's going to help define the shape of that roof. Ooh, I dropped it on the floor. And it's only a little die, so it's kind of a die that if you drop it on the floor, you want to pick it up straight away so that you don't lose it, right? I'm looking up at the comments every now and then. I can see you all chatting away there. All right, so if I put this piece here, can you see it's going to really help to define that? So I'm actually going to add just a little bit, just a dot of Tombow, kind of either side here. And we'll just pop that straight on. Just like that. And I should be using my mat under that. Silicone mat so I don't get glue on my glass mat. Well, it's been a wet old weekend here. I don't know about you guys, wherever you are, but here it poured and it poured and it poured and it poured. Today's been better. Still cold, felt like winter, but hey, guess what? It's winter. All right, so I'm liking this, and I'm thinking that that's going to go along the top here, like this. What do you think? Yeah, right about there, like so. Now, this little scallopy bit is just pure fun, and we could add that in a glimmer paper. So, you know, we could add it in any of the glimmers that we have. I could do it in the summer splash, which would look beautiful. I could do it in Shy Shamrock. I could do it in white. What do you guys think? What color would look good? Given that we've got white in the background, we could just add it in white, or we could not add it at all. Really, it's totally up to us. So this piece is going to go here. So here's a couple of things that I want to have underneath here. I would like this not to be white behind here. I'd like it to be dark so it looks like a hole. That's true. That's true. If you have, you can, something that they don't recommend, and I probably shouldn't even say this, I have actually put my plates in the oven before, around 200 degrees, 180, and just for, you know, just for a few minutes, not for very long, only for a couple of minutes, and it has flattened them. But I shouldn't tell you that probably, because it certainly would not be within, you know, if you ever wanted to get warranty or whatever, it certainly would be outside of that. But yeah. All right, what else have I missed? Has anyone else said? There you go. That's a good point too, Cherie. Yep, Jennifer Maguire makes fantastic videos. She always has. I'm looking through to see if I've missed any other comments. Believe it or not, you might be horrified to know that I get new plates probably every other month. I was getting them every month there for a while, but I've tried to make them last a bit longer now. But because I do so much cutting, you know, all the cutting for the supply packs for Craft Along, for all the classes, all the things, there's just so much cutting. Oh, you think brown, but I was thinking glitter, just because, you know, but we don't have to do glitter. We could do a different color. So this one's going to end up on here, but behind here I'm thinking either a black circle or a brown circle. Are we talking about? Are you talking about the hole in the middle, Kelly? Is that what you're talking about? Let me have a little look. Yeah, yeah. Certainly putting your plates through staggered does seem to help. But yeah, I know it's been having bowing plates has been a long-term problem, really has. All right, given that we have black on here, I think we'll get away with a black window or black hole in the middle there, like. And I've already got some black out that I just used a moment ago. And I'm going to use a punch. Doesn't really matter what size punch, 2-inch, one. This is 1 3/4, and we're just going to cut. This is actually, I noticed that this punch, there's something not right with it. I've got to see what that is, but it's not punching properly. I noticed this, so I will use a different one. Huh. I'm just going to use a small one. All right, it just has to be bigger than the hole that it's behind. That's all. It doesn't really matter how big. So like if I put it roughly here, it gives me an idea of how that's going to be about right. Okay, that's roughly right. So right about there. And I'm just going to put some glue on it and pop it right where I just had it. And it'll just stay like that. All right, doesn't look like much at the moment, but when we put our piece here, it looks better because it looks like there's actually, you know, it's going somewhere. It's not just on the white background. All right. The other thing we want to do before we go too far is we want to add a stand for our birdhouse. Okay, so, well, we could have a stand for our birdhouse, which is what I see this one here. It's like this goes under here, all right, like so. Or the other thing you could do is you can have a tie. I mean, I probably won't now because of where I put it, but if I had positioned this down a little further, I could have had a tie, like a ribbon that it hangs from the top. Okay, so you can decide whether you want to hang your birdhouse or whether you want to tie it. Sorry, if you want to have a stand. And in my case, I'm going to have a stand. So I'm thinking we've got this here to give it some pop, which I think looks really good. And I'm just deciding whether we need a scallop. Petunia pop, brown circle. And you're saying petunia pop for the scallop? That might look nice. Okay, let's do that. All right. I like the idea. I like it. So let me grab some petunia pop. And I've got some petunia pop glitter here. Isn't that beautiful? And we're just going to cut both. I'm going to do both my my stand and my scallop in the petunia pop. So let me cut that very quickly. Because we said we're going to have some bright colours, so let's just add bright colours, right? When I did this for my swaps, Denise, my dear friend Denise, came over and helped me put them together. And I want to tell you, it took us 5 hours, the both of us cutting, to do all the die cutting for this. It was a mammoth effort. It really was. All right, I am going to add some mini dimensionals behind here. Actually, I've just realized I have also got these edges. Let's add some edges. Let's do that. And let's pop that right here, like so. And then I've got a little bit more here. And let's add that on this side. There we go. That's going to go good. And I'm going to have this on the edge of my birdhouse. So it's a little bit of work putting all this together, but I promise you it's worth it. It's such a nice look when you're done. The birdhouse is wonderful. I didn't do a lot of stamping with my swaps. I mostly did assembling like this, but you certainly could stamp and color instead if you wanted to. Now I'm thinking this piece is going to go up under here like this. All right, it does look good. All right, so I'm going to just use a bit of glue on the back of that, and I'm going to slide that straight up there underneath. I'm going to slide that up as far as it will go. There we go. There we go. Looks good. All right. Now we're getting to the point where we can put some dimensionals on the back of this. We've also got to put our stand on. So I'm going to have 1, 2, and 3. And maybe 1 down the bottom here and 1 on this side. That's maybe just 1 in the middle just for good measure. That's probably plenty. Now, before I put this on, I just need to work out where will this need to be. So this is going to go right about here. Now, okay, when I did mine, I actually put them up too high. Okay, and so then I had just little circles at the bottom there. And then, but if you wanted to see the whole thing, you would need to cut this shorter. All right, and I'm going to do that. So let's put this. So this is going to be like a little short stand. If you wanted it to be a longer stand, then you just need to reposition where this is above, you know, how much of this you actually see behind the birdhouse. Oh, should be using tweezers. All right. Like so. Then these guys are ready to go on. And now it's really coming together. All right, it's looking good, guys. Thank you for your help so far. The colors look good. I like it. All right. The other thing I could have done was use a blending brush and have some color coming up behind here, and that probably would have looked really good as well, but, you know, that's okay. All right. There are some little flowers and there's a bird. I do want to use a bird because it's a birdhouse, so let's use a bird. And let's grab the stamp that goes with this. So once you actually get to this point, it's not that bad. There's not that much more to do. All right, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Memento ink. And because it's a colourful bird, a colourful card, we're going to go a colourful bird. Like so. Now I've done that, I think I'm going to do it again because I'm not happy with how it's stamped. That's better. I don't know if you can see, but there was a lot of ink. I've recently re-inked that, and there was a lot of ink on this stamp. Can you see it's a little bit too thick? This is better. This is less thick. So I'm going to go with that one. All right, so colours. Let's see what colours we'll get our birdie to be. I just got some pretty in pink. I haven't even used it yet. It's pretty in pink. And I've got Petunia Pop. So maybe we make our birdie those 2 colours, and maybe we'll throw some crumb cake in there as well. Maybe. So I'm going to start maybe with crumb cake body. This is dark crumb cake. So I'm going to come in here and down the bottom. And just colour from the bottom, and I'm actually I'm going to use the other end. It's a little bit small. No, I'm not looking. Put the stand the other way. Oh, which way? Sorry. Oh, too late. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to come in here with some Pretty in Pink. This is the light Pretty in Pink. That's quite a bit darker, I think, than this one. Oh, no, it's not that much different. And I'm going to add some Petunia Pop to this as well. Here we go. Little birdie's looking pretty nice. We could cut him out by hand, but why would we do that? We have a die, so let's cut that out. And the other thing I want to do is I've also got some flowers left over from another card. Now, we do have flowers in the Country Birdhouse dies, but I was thinking it might be nice to throw in some flowers that I've already got cut out, which are not dissimilar. Oh, I'm having one of those moments where I can't seem to easily line up my birdie, and if I take too much longer, I would have been thinking it would have been easier to hand cut it. Right, and I did actually, I lined it up okay, but I got a little bit of extra white up the top there, so I'm just going to take that off because it's too much white for me. I'm fussy when it comes to how I die cut stuff. There we go. That's fine. All right. Now, let's have a look at my paper, because I would like to have a stand for the birdie to sit on. And I'm thinking, what color will I have? I could have one of these, actually. That would look quite nice if I did it in like a pool party. Or maybe I have, oh, maybe this one. Or I could do it in like a, there's a lot of choices. That's the only problem I have with this paper. Like I could do it in brown here, but I don't want to do it in brown. So I'm going to do it in this. I think that's quite nice, and I think that will be the best one. So I'm just going to cut this piece in half. What do you guys think? Do we do it in this? What's everyone saying? I could have used Rosella colours, couldn't I? Black matte, says Jody. No, I'm not looking. I'm so sorry. I don't look at you guys all the time because I have to craft as well, right? And that's, yeah. Do we think this would go? Or this colour's maybe closer to the summer splash that we've got around the outside. So what I'm wanting to do for the ledge that the bird's going to sit on, that's this bit here, right? And that's going to go straight across here. And so this is, where do I want the birdie to sit? Oh, you want the bird on top of the house? Didn't think of that. That's not something that had occurred to me. But just in the interest of balance, I mean, the birdie could sit up here, but I'm thinking the birdie will be here. That's where I'd like him to be, in front of his little house, because I think that's really nice. That's where I would like to put him. More thumbs. There you go. Yeah, why don't we do have a lot of people watching tonight, which is awesome. Which is awesome, by the way. All right. So I'm going to have that piece there. And I want to have a color that's as close to summer splash as possible, so it's not adding another color. I want to stay with the colors that I have. So I'm thinking about this because it's a little bit of texture to it. See a little bit of that, but yeah. What do you think, guys? There's also these ones down here. This is probably a little closer down the bottom. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And run this through my machine. And then we will have our ledge for the birdie to sit on. I do like the texture that's in this paper, so I think that really adds to the look of the birdhouse. All right, so this is the color that I'm wanting to add. And I think it's going to work because of the amount of that Summer Splash kind of aqua kind of tone that we've got there. So it is going to work. All right, so the other options that we have some we could color in some flowers, which would look really nice, or we could just add, we could start adding flowers, okay? For example, I have some flowers left over from when we were coloring the other day with the Unbounded Beauty class that I did. And so we've got all these little glittery ones that are going to work out really well. So we could do those. Do we have any leaves in here? I think we do from memory. Yeah, we do. We have these little leaves. So I could actually add a couple of leaves, probably add them in the same color that we have at the top here. So add them in the Shy Shamrock, and then maybe add some little glittery flowers. What do you guys think? We've got Petunia Pop and Peach Pie. What else do we have? I've got some others. I've got some Pretty in Pink. And I've also got some that aren't glittery. So we've got some of those, and we could add some, God, we've got lots of choices. All right, and I've also got, we've also got, if we wanted to add, you know, like a label in here, which I could do. I could actually have a label going across here with, well, let's put this on first. I'm going to add dimensionals behind this, just one or two. So one on each end. And that way our birdie can sit kind of just behind it, so it sort of starts to cover up his feet. Right, so let's have that. And then this little guy here, he's just going to go sort of just behind. So let's put him on. I'm going to put a dimensional behind him, and we'll sit him. So his feet just disappear behind there. Okay. You think the glitter? I am going to add a sentiment. I know, it's a really nice set, Susan. It's really lovely. All right, so we've got a couple of choices. Okay, I don't want to cover up too much. This is the thing. So I probably just want a very small greeting, maybe even a hello or something like that, because that's nice and small. Do I have any smaller banners? I might. Let me just have a little look here and see, do I have any? I've got a banner like this size, and we could have that just going slightly off, and we could have something on there. But I could also add some little flowers. We could put some leaves and things like that. But you can see that we could really start to add some color and have lots of things going on in there, right? And these are super nice. But I'm thinking something on a thin banner might be better. And I feel like maybe cutting it off so it's not going to take up too much space. What do you guys think about that? Top right, like a flag. Do you mean up here? Is that where we mean? I'm just going to, I've got some marks on that because it's been sitting up here for a while. So yeah, we could add it there. The other thing we could do on my, I won't do it tonight, but on my swap one, I did my banner in the Shy Shamrock and then embossed it in white, and that looked really good as well. All right, so let me cut out a couple of leaves, and then we'll add those in. And if you're wondering where these flowers come from, I could have cut the ones, just in the interest of time, I'm not doing it, but I could have, see if I add these here, like so. See, now it starts to come alive, yeah? All right, so let me add, I'm going to pop a bit of glue behind here. And I'm going to actually add this one, this little glittery one, to the cardstock one to make that a little bit more interesting. And then let's add some glue here. Or we could use a glue dot. A glue dot is better sometimes because it's instant. You haven't got to wait for it to dry. But we're going to be covering some of this anyway. So let me put a mini glue dot behind this one. Some mini glue dots. And I'll have to put, we'll need a couple of, what do we call them? I don't know, I've gone blank. Anybody else? My goodness me, I'm having one of those nights where, you know, I feel like, and that's a larger one. So I'm going to actually add a bit here. My brain has almost had enough. And all I did today, what did I do? I did a load of washing. I did the, you know, all the normal things, you know, the kitchen stuff. My husband and I made pancakes, and then I read a book. We watched some TV. All right, so this is coming together. I feel like maybe we need another leaf. I think that might be good. In fact, there are lots of leaves in here. There's single ones and there's double ones. I'm using a single and double. Let's run those through. So if you like creating like a little, to me this is like creating a little scene. It's really rather beautiful. And because there are so many pieces to this set, I would strongly suggest that you do what I've done, which is go around, trace around all the shapes with your pencil or pen when you first get them, so you know how many you have and where they all are. All right, so that's going to go there. Then I'm going to grab a glue dot. Some gems. Yeah, I think some gems would be good too, Leslie. That's a good idea. What did Rose say that was the bee punch is a speech bubble? Ooh, yes, we could. We could do that. Let's do that. What a great idea. Thank you. I love that you guys all have such great ideas all the time. And then I've got one more here, so I'm going to use this one. And we'll pop that over here like so. There we go. I don't know if I needed that one. I think maybe I didn't. Is that one stuck down? No, it isn't. So let's put a bit of glue behind that. And then we do definitely need some gems. And I like Rose's speech bubble idea. Let's do that. I have got the bee punch. So this is the bee punch, and this is it makes the body of the bee with its stinger, but it's also a really great speech bubble. Absolutely right. So let me grab, I'm going to grab myself some white here. And can you see my little speech bubble now? How good is that? So my birdie is going to say hello. There we go. And I think I will go around. I've got, let me see, let me see if I can find myself a sponge dauber that I can use with this pink. I have a lot of sponge daubers, but they all, they have all had hard lives. And so finding one that I can use with a light color sometimes is a challenging thing. And this, you know, see, I've got one here. This one looks like it was used for yellow, but there's no yellow actually left on it. So I'm actually going to come in here with my pink, and it should be fine. It should pick up the pink. It does. So let's just, and this will help it stand out on the background of the birdhouse, so that it won't get lost in there. And because this is a little bit of a darker color, I'm going to come in here. Now in this set, we don't have a hello. Oh, I have a hello friend. Oh, I wonder if that would be, I wonder if that's going to fit. It might, but we're going to find out. And if it wouldn't, if it, yeah, it's a little big. To be honest, the friend is a little big. We might get away with it. What do you guys think? It just fits, literally just. Or I could just use, the other option is I use the word hello from, say, the Unbounded Love set, which has got this little hello. That one would fit for certain. I'm just having a look. A black base would look good. It would look good, but we've already got it here on a, oh, you're talking about making the whole card base black. We could do that. Just the hello, or do you think hello friend? Bling Queen has spoken. All right. I'm thinking I'm going to go, I think this is just that little bit too big. So I'm going to go with the hello from the other set. Here it is up the top here. See, it's a nice hello. It's just the perfect size, actually. And I'm going to go Petunia Pop for this. There we go. And then it's going to go here. Right about there. What do you think? Do we like it? I think it looks good. I'm just going to add a bit of glue behind that. Okay, I understand what you're saying. And then I'm going to need a white insert so we can write on it on the inside, and that's not a problem. Right, so that's going to stay right there like that. Then I'm going to get rid of that white card base that I folded at the beginning. And I'm going to see if I've got a piece of black in my scrap drawer. No, probably not. So let's just get a whole piece out. And I haven't changed my blade and my cutter yet. And black is a color that you tell straight away if your cutting blade is going blunt, because black is like the softest of our cardstock. So when you cut that, well, it's not too bad actually. It's actually all right. But yeah, that's usually the color that will tell you whether or not you have a blunt blade. All right. Just turned off my heater because I was getting warm. All right, so this is going to go on here. So how's that, Jody? Do we like that? We still haven't put the bling on, I know, but that's looking really nice, yeah? So I really, this is one of the sets that as soon as the catalog came out, I knew I was going to want it straight away, mainly because, like I said, I've got this thing for birdhouses. And I don't even know why. I just always have had an affinity with birds in general, but yeah, birdhouses make me happy. Look, there we go. Look at that. Looks really, really good. All right, where's that bling that we were talking about? We have a few options for bling. We could go with some silver, but I don't think so. I think we want to go with the bling, which is the, like these guys probably, because these are the right colors. Another option though would be the pearls. We could go with the Petunia Pop pearls because those are really nice. They're a bit bigger and they're going to stand out a little bit more. So what do we think? The Petunia Pop pearls, or do we want to go with some of the gems from this pack? They would be my choices. Bright and happy. It is a bright and happy card. Yeah, it would be a nice card to send to someone to say, hey, I'm thinking of you. Shimmer bling. Iridescent, says Sheila. That would be nice too. So maybe we pick with these then. All right, let's go with that. Which color will we go? Will we pick? I mean, we could go with any of the colors because all the colors are in here. We've got Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Summer Splash. We've got all 5 in colors in there. So both of them are going to work. What do you think? PP. Is that Petunia Pop, Kelly? And that's what Leslie said as well. All right. So that's the color I'm going to go with. Let me see if I use my scissors here. And I'm going to use, I do think one needs to go, should we put it here? I think so. And then maybe a smaller one up here. And then another small one a little higher up. What do we think? Do you like it? We are going to need, of course, piece inside because now that we used our black as a base, then we really need to have some white inside. So we want 10 centimeter. Is this the right way? I think this is going to be the right measurement. It is by 14.3. And we'll decorate it. Of course we will. Of course we will decorate it. Before I put that in, what do I want to have? I'm thinking maybe we could have another, we could stamp another bird, or we could stamp these little flowers and maybe some splatter. What do we think? What do you think, guys? There's also this really pretty little trim that would go nicely under something. Bird, stamp a birdie inside. Okay, Nicole, we can definitely do that. All right, and I've still got the birdie on a block somewhere. Here he is. But instead of doing him in black, I'm actually going to do him in another color. Petunia Pop, maybe. And let's have him down here in the corner. Like so. Yeah, everyone's saying bird, so good choice, me. Hey. And then I'm going to have some splatter as well. Should we colour him in? That's the next question. Some splatter in the lighter colour, in the Pretty in Pink. Whoop. Just like that. No colour. Okay, we just leave it like that. The other thing I sometimes do on the inside of a card is use a little bit of a blending brush over the corner. Don't know if that's going too far. Is that going too far? What do you guys think? All right. The other thing is we could add a ribbon to this, but I don't think it needs it. I think that would be going over the top. So I think we leave it just as it is. Color with Wink. Oh, we could. Color the bird. All right, let's try Winker Stella. I'm actually just about to need another Winker Stella because this one is almost done. And let me just sparkle him up a little bit. Now that also might move a little bit of our Petunia Pop color around maybe, but I'm going very lightly. I don't know if you can see that he's sparkly now. Can we see? Can you even see that? You can't even tell. I can see it, but I don't think you can. Sorry, guys. It's hard to show in the camera, in the light or the lack of light. Leave too much with ribbon. I agree. I think so too. Ribbon doesn't have to be added to every single card. Did I say that? Oh my goodness. Once upon a time, you would never have seen me making a card without ribbon. And then I went through a stage where every single card had to have sparkle, although I'm still a little bit like that. But yeah, ribbon I don't have to have on every card anymore. But there was a time where that was not the case. Always had ribbon. All right. There we go. Card done. What do we think? Do you like it? We didn't even make 2 cards tonight. We're already past our time. So, but thanks for the idea to use the speech bubble as a to use the bee punch as a speech bubble. That's a great idea. I should bring this down so you're a little bit closer. Yeah, I like it. It's a really happy card. Really fun. Nice card to send to somebody who needs cheering up, or, you know, just to say hi, because we all love to get something in our mailboxes other than bills, right? I know I do. All right. So the question is, do we have time for another card, or should I call it a night? What do you think? What do we think? If we did another card, we'd have to be super fast. The world's fastest card, which I could do with paper. But I don't really know if I want to do that. This might be enough for tonight. What do you think, girls? 2. They're all saying, of course, if you've got the option, you're going to say 2, right? All right. Needs to be fast. We know that we have a card base from the last card, although I think I actually folded it over. Did I? Here it is. So we have a card base left over. So let's use that. Let's go with what we already have. And what would be super, super, super fast? DSP and punches are probably the quickest things to work with when you are trying to be fast. And 2-step stamping is another quick, fast technique. So either we just do stamping or we just play with DSP and maybe a banner or a label. We have no time. Well, you have no time limit. I might. Let's see the world's fastest card. All right. Well, I better pick what paper I want to have then. All right. I am just going to use this paper because I've been using it all the time lately and I absolutely love it. And that's this stuff. And let's just pick one. The hardest part is picking something. So let me pick something. I'm thinking this is really nice. Does anyone have a favorite in this pack? Oh, I'm going to go different. I'm going to go this because I haven't done this color pattern. Will I have more yellow or more pink? And this is nice too. Look at that. Isn't that special? That's pretty cool. Close your eyes and pick one. I know. It's a bit like that. Exactly. All right. All right. Super fast card. Let's go. And I'm going to go. I'm going to have it a little bit of each because I really love all these colors and it's really hard to pick. I'm just going to play around here. Oh, I should have cut this before I started, but anyway. I should have cut this before I cut this into 3, but doesn't matter. Do I want these or do I want these? They're both really nice. Goes that way. And I'm actually going to make this. I'm going to put this on here and then I'm going to cut this down. So let's stick these down. Sometimes probably the quickest thing for me to do if I want to make a super fast card would actually be to just quickly grab some things out of my scrap box. That would be the fastest thing. Ooh, whoopsie daisy. And then we're going to get a, have I got a banner already ready? I bet I do have in my scrap box. I bet I can pick something out really fast. Who else keeps a scrap box? Anybody else, or is it just me? Just because I struggle to throw things out. That's really the reason. Right. I'm going to go to one side or have it just in the middle like that. In the middle? Yeah, let's just go in the middle. And I'm just going to stick that down. You do? And it's growing. I know it grows all the time, right? I have actually got like a scrap box, which is just for die cuts and, you know, punch shapes and things like that. But then I also have a scrap, like I have scrap bins for all my cardstock. And I've got to the point now that if anything's smaller than a quarter size piece of cardstock, I chuck it. That's how desperate it's got. I used to keep everything, and then it just, over the years, that got ridiculous. So now I have a size limit, and then I have to chuck stuff out. Where is my scrap bin? Oh, really? Where did I put it? Okay. When you can't find your scrap bin, you have a look around on your... I've got another kind of... See, this is going to be too big. That's too big. Let's pick a smaller one. Oh, that's a good size, I think. This is from the Everyday Details. So let's do that. And I need to... Oh, it's actually got a mark on it there, but that's okay. And what color will I stamp on this with out of these colors? Which color do you think we want to stamp with? So we've got oranges and reds and pinks and yellows in there. Any choices? Yeah, that's another good thing Sean's saying, you know, having squared off cutting, like anything that's not a square shape, chuck it. You kind of got to make some, as a paper craft, you become very, over the years, you get more and more ruthless with what you chuck out. You have to, otherwise it gets crazy. Red, real red, says Leslie. Okay, red it is. All right. Everyone seems to have the same idea. Now, there is actually a mark on the bottom of this, so I'm not worried about that. That'll be a great place for a ribbon. And I'm going to have a nice, bold greeting here. I'm just deciding what one. I'm looking for something really bold. Gee, I've got some good greetings in my stash here. It's really hard picking them, though. Really hard. I've been using this Friends for Life, Thinking of You. I love that Thinking of You. That's really nice. But this one is, it's kind of a bit of a happy card. So Thinking of You isn't always a happy sentiment. Any other thoughts? I'm looking for a really good greeting. Birthday blooms. I feel like if I had birthday blooms, it would need to have flowers on it. And then it's not the fastest card in the world anymore. What do you think? We could just do some sort of happy... Oh, this might be a good one. Sending you a handmade hug. How about that? Let's go with that one. I like that. That's a nice greeting. Sending you a handmade hug. And let's do that in red. Oh, pick it up off the glass mat. This would be a nice one to send to a friend. There we go. And then this is going to end up on here. All right, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just pop that on. Well, maybe this is not the fastest card ever. But it's not bad. It is still a quick one, right? Die cuts and flowers and butterflies, but it's got too full. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I've had to separate out some of my bits and pieces. I've got one for die cuts. I've got a separate place altogether for cardstock. Yeah, it makes it work better. So this is the ribbon that I can't get enough of at the moment, and we could just put that on here and it's going to look fantastic. Or we can color it. If we color it, what color will we make it? Yes, I know it's not the fastest card in the world anymore, but that's okay. That's okay. What color will we make it? Yellow or orange? Probably a darker color. You know why? Because it's going to stand out more. This isn't going to be very, if I use a light color, it's not going to have huge a huge impact because of the fact that it's such a light colored, such a light type of ribbon. So I've got petunia pops still here on the table from before, so I might just work with that. The dark one maybe. Now, it might look at first like it's going to be dark, but it really won't because it's iridescent ribbon, right? And I'm doing this on my mat so I can you see how it's colored? It's really, really pretty. Such nice ribbon this. It doesn't take very long to dry with the blends either. And then you can handle it and use it. I always make sure I have some sort of white ribbon of some description in my stash at all times so that you can do this with it. You can make it any color you like, and that could be the sheer ribbon with the silver edges or this ribbon. Both of them work really, really well for this. Now, I realize now that I've pulled that, and I'm going to actually undo this, and I'm going to come back to my mat, and I'm going to this one. It's not quite enough. I need to do a little bit more. I'm buying like 2 extra rolls of this the next order I put in. I'm going through it like you might imagine, going through it very, very fast. Right. That's looking better now. And it stops there, so I've got it almost right this time. All right. So what I want to do is I want to put this over the top of where that little bit of a blue mark. See nice? Can you see how nicely this ribbon has come up now? And even though it's a darker color, because the ribbon is sheer, it doesn't overwhelm the card. So it's really lovely. Right, grab myself my ribbon scissors. Let's snip that off. Well, might need to snip it again, but that's okay. Put that right there at the bottom. We're definitely going to need some bling, and preferably I would like the iridescent faceted gems that are meant to go with this paper, but I don't know where those are. I actually don't know where I put them. I think when I clean up my desk, I'm going to find them, but that hasn't happened yet. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Simple, easy peasy card. I don't know who Lady Sky is. Hello, welcome. Hi. Bright bling. Okay. We could even go with the purple shimmer gems. They would actually work because of this. Or, we could use one of these. These would look lovely. I have got some, I know, I wonder. In my, there's the, what do they call them? The glossy dots. They have the Melon Mambo and Daffodil Delight. I think I've used up all the Daffodil Delight ones, but I might still have some Melon Mambo. So let me see if I can find some. And what I will do is I will put them on the card, and when you see this card posted, you're going to know that I found them. I've got too many embellishments in my box at the moment. And every time I go to try and find embellishments, these would also look okay. I get away with these as well. Probably the Blackberry Bliss ones because those are in there. Those would actually look really good. See those? I'm tempted to use those. I think they might even be better than the Melamembo ones. Yeah, I do have some black matte dots, but I would like to add colour to these ones. And I'm thinking I'm going to go in with the Blackberry Bliss. Sorry, I've just made an executive decision. I know that I don't do that very often, I know. Let's go one here and then one up here. And these do look really good. The dark blackberry looks really, really nice. There we go. I'm calling that a finished card. So that didn't take us too long, did it? No, it wasn't the fastest card in the world, but it wasn't too bad. This is the one, though, where all the time and energy went. And they're the two cards that I've made tonight. So there we go. I'll be back Tuesday, you guys. So Tuesday afternoon we have Technique Afternoon, Technique Tuesday, where we'll do a different type of technique. And what else have I got coming up? Friday night I'm back live again. Don't forget, though, Wednesday is the day that our bundles go on sale, an extra 10% off the bundles, which will be fantastic, and also 10% off the cut and emboss machines, which will also be fabulous. It will automatically come off when you're in the online store. You won't need to do anything. You don't need to put in a code or anything like that. It comes off automatically. So I hope that you guys will get yourselves a bargain. If anyone has any questions about anything, just really quickly, I'm looking at doing something different. July, we have some new products coming out, and there are some Christmas products coming. They will be available for demonstrators from this Wednesday, the 5th, but not for customers until July. So for the first week of July, I'm actually going to be offering anyone who buys the specific bundle that we're going to be working with, if they would like to be part of a special Zoom class with me. So this is something I'm doing. I'm going to start to experiment about doing some special Zoom classes. If anyone would like to join me, then look out for more details about that. I will have more to show you. As soon as the products come out, I'll be ordering them, and then I can start to show them to you so you can see what we'll be working with. All right, you guys, have a fantastic week ahead. For those of you in my team, tomorrow morning I will see you live at 10 o'clock as usual. And for everybody else, I'll be back along with you on Tuesday afternoon. Have a great weekend, you guys, or have a great week ahead. See ya. Bye-bye.